How is this sandbag going to fix your serve? Well, in today's lesson, I'm going to show you exactly how. My name is Jeff Salzenstein. I'm the founder of Tennis Evolution, and in today's lesson, we are going to help you with your serve stance, and we're actually going to use a sandbag to keep you from moving your back foot. You're not going to want to miss this lesson, so let's get into it right now. All right, so why the heck do I have a trusty sandbag down behind the baseline to help me with my serve? Well, we're going to go over a serve stance tip for you today, and this is a problem that I see often. I'm going to step away from the sandbag for a minute. So what I see players doing when they're learning to serve, they want to move their back foot. So when they toss the ball, they move their back foot up right away. I see this move very often, and it's very inefficient. It's not a great way to serve. Some great servers have figured out how to do it and how to make it work for them. But when you're learning how to serve, or if you want to make your serve more efficient, I believe that you should work on loading your back leg better. And you should either use a platform or a pinpoint stance where you toss the ball and you load into your back leg like this before you jump off of both feet. You still are going to have weight on the front foot, but it's going to be more evenly distributed. If you move your back foot up like this, you still should be pushing off of your back foot. A lot of players just slide this foot up because they don't want to put any weight on their back leg. It's not that they don't want to, it's they don't know how or their body doesn't like it. A lot of players struggle loading this back leg. So we want to break this habit of shifting to the front foot too early and bringing this foot up to the side. Coco Gauff, other servers, they like to move their foot up to the side like this. This is going to inhibit your shoulder turn and your coil and your ability to even disguise the serve the way that you want. So what you can do is you can put down a solid object like a brick, or in this case, a sandbag. So if you want to keep from moving the foot, you need a prop like this. If you find that you're having a hard time and you keep moving this back leg, if you can just set your stance where you want it to be, it's very simple, right? You just set your stance where you want it to be, and you're going to notice if you're going to want to move this foot, you're going to start kicking it. So what you want to do is get in your comfortable stance. So for me, this is a comfortable stance. So I'm going to do everything in my power not to move this foot. Okay? If I want to move the foot, if I'm tempted to move the foot, I'm going to want to pick it up, but I'm going to run right into the sandbag. Now, some of you, when you're learning how to do this, and if you try to model my stance, you're not going to be able to be this extreme with the back foot, especially if you've been used to moving this foot up for a long time. It's okay. You can actually move it here, all right? And you could even put your foot into this position. If you got into a narrow platform stance like this, and you just learn to push off of both feet right here, okay, you cannot move this foot. You can even fold it a little bit here, right? You cannot move this foot. You just keep it right here. So if you can't get into a wide platform, which a lot of players struggle with, get into a narrow platform and see if you can feel yourself pushing off of the back leg. The key is that when we toss the ball, we don't want to move this back foot. That's what I want you to practice. So just get into a comfortable position. Again, look, if I have a pinpoint stance and I move this foot up, but I still can push and I keep the foot back instead of bringing it up here, that's still going to be efficient. So let's say you want to stay in your pinpoint stance. You can move the foot back, and you see how I brought it up? I brought it up right behind instead of to the side. So I'm not asking you to get into this extreme stance a la McEnroe or Sampras. You can be set up somewhere in here even. You find what works for you. The rule of thumb that I like is I like to have the toe in line with the midfoot or somewhere back this direction. So you start somewhere in here, and then you can slide it back, or you can slide it back here. What we want to avoid is bringing this foot up into this position. That's the thing I want you to change. So if you're like, Jeff, hey, I can't do a platform stance, I need to do pinpoint, that's fine. Just do it the way that I showed you, where if you were to draw a line from the midfoot of the front foot this direction, the back foot has to be this direction, okay? So that's what I want you to work on. Use a prop like a sandbag or a brick, and really see if you can solidify your stance. So many players are trying to fix their serves with their toss and using their legs and keeping their head up, but they're forgetting about their foundation. The foundation starts with the grip. It starts with the starting position, how you start and how you make your first move, and it starts with how you distribute your weight on your serve, how you use your stance appropriately. And that's what I want you to focus on. So I hope you got a lot of value out of this lesson today. Make sure that you leave a comment below or a question. And I do have a free gift for you. I've got more serve lessons that I want to share with you, plus lessons on the forehand, the backhand, and single strategy, and so much more. It's inside our Tennis Evolution app. We're going to give away a free membership to you. No credit card required. You don't have to pay any money whatsoever. I just want to give you these free lessons. There's 21 of them, so it's almost like getting a free course inside this membership. And I want you to join me. I want you to take your tennis to the next level. If you feel like my lessons resonate with me, go ahead and click underneath this video or somewhere in this video, and you can get access to a free gift. It's a free membership inside the Tennis Evolution app, and also on our cutting edge online platform. Thanks for your time today. We'll see you at the next lesson.